Now let's continue with the discussion of the last transformation w is equal to z plus 1 by z. Here we'll put z is equals to r into e to power I theta. So not x is equal to z is equal to x plus iy, but z is equal to r into e to power I theta. We'll substitute here. If we do so, then you will have w is equal to r into e to power I theta plus 1 by r into e to power I theta, or it will be r into e to power I theta plus 1 by r e to power minus I theta. Or if you expand this, it will be r into cos theta plus I into r sin theta plus 1 by r cos theta minus I into 1 by r sin theta. Just expand e to power I theta and e to power minus I theta. Now you collect the real and imaginary parts. So you have 1 r plus 1 by r cos theta as the real part, plus I into r plus, not r plus, r minus 1 by r sin theta. So you see that your u is r plus 1 by r cos theta, and v is r minus 1 by r sin theta. So you have separated the real and imaginary parts of this transformation. Okay, so moreover, I can do certain things with this. I'll call this as equation 1. Okay, call this as equation 1. Now the same equation 1 can be written as u divided by cos theta is equal to r plus 1 by r. Okay, and also I do not want this. I want 1 minute. Yes, I can do either way. Both I have to do, but for now I will do r plus 1 by r is equal to cos theta here, and v divided by r minus 1 by r is equal to sin theta. So if I square, call this as equation 2. Okay. Now squaring and adding, squaring and adding. So what do you get if you square and add? You will get u square divided by r plus 1 by r whole square plus v square divided by r minus 1 by r whole square is equal to cos square plus sin square. Now cos square plus sin square is 1. So you will have u square plus 1 by r square 1 plus v square divided by r minus 1 by r whole square is equal to 1. This is one equation which you get. Okay, here r should not be equal to 0. Okay, now this is one equation. I have eliminated theta from here. You see that there is no theta. This is called elimination of theta, eliminating theta. Okay, we have eliminated theta here. Similarly, I can eliminate r. Okay, for that the other way I told you we can do both. So just the procedure I had to do was this, to eliminate theta. Now my main motive of eliminating r. Now I have eliminated theta. Now let's eliminate r and see how the equation looks like. For that we will consider u divided by equation 1 only. I can write u divided by cos theta is equal to, I'll write here from 1 u divided by cos theta is equal to r plus 1 by r, and v divided by sin theta is equal to r minus 1 by r. Okay, now squaring and adding, you better square and subtract. Okay, u square divided by cos square theta minus v square divided by sin square theta. Squaring and subtracting, will say squaring and subtracting. Okay, these two equations. This will be equal to r plus 1 by r whole square minus r minus 1 by r whole square. Expand it, you will see that it will be r square plus 1 by r square plus 2 into r into 1 by r gets cancelled, you will have 2 minus r square minus 1 by r square plus 2 you will have. Okay, so that will be equal to 4c. Okay, and r is been eliminated. So you can say that, I'll write it here now, final expression. You can say that u square by cos square theta minus v square divided by sin square theta is equal to 4. Here there is no r. Here r is eliminated. Okay. R is eliminated. Okay. So for eliminating r and theta, these are the steps that you need to follow. Now while discussing for their how this transformation transforms given line, two main equations, u square divided by r square plus 1 by r, sorry, u square divided by r plus 1 by r whole square and plus v square divided by r minus 1 by r whole square is equal to 1, and the other equation u square by cos square theta minus v square by sin square theta is equal to 4. These two deductions we have done so far. Now let's see how we will consider. Since we have substituted z is equal to r into e to power I theta, our main concern of discussion will be based on r is equal to constant. What will happen, how this transformation will transform r is equal to constant is what actually in our z plane, and how it will transform that to the w plane under this. Okay, similarly what is theta is equal to constant in our z plane and how it is been transformed, or to what shape it will be transformed in the w plane, that both things we will be discussing. So for that what I will do is if z is equal to r into e, because this is the substitution we have done in our z, okay, in our transformation. So why we got these two equations now. Okay, now if z is equal to r into e to power I theta, it is actually equal to what? Mod z is equal to r. Yes or no? Now this is nothing but the circle. Yes or no? Mod z means what? It is root of x square plus y square is equal to 1, you can say, or is equal to r, you can say, right? So mod z is equal to r is a circle, right? It's a circle. And if I say r is equal to, say, constant, okay, if r is constant, mod z will be equal to r, and that is constant. If that is constant, then what will happen? We'll see. Okay, this is again a circle with constant radius. Okay, that's it. Means one single circle. Yes or no? Okay. Radius will always be a constant for a circle, but you have one single circle. If r is equal to constant, it will be one single circle with center as the origin and not the family of circles. You cannot change it. Okay, r is simple, it's constant, and you have one single circle with center as the origin and radius r units. This is r is equal to a constant value. Now what happens when theta is equal to constant? You have seen that if z is equal to r into e to power I theta, amplitude of z is equal to theta, and it is been represented by tan of theta is equal to y by x. I hope you all remember. And r is equal to how these polar coordinates are related to Cartesian coordinates. X square plus y square is equal to r square. So if r is equal to constant, you will have a circle, one single circle, right? But if theta is equal to constant, say when theta is constant, what will happen? Tan theta will also be constant. So y divided by x is equal to tan theta, and that will also be constant. Means y is equal to a constant value into x. I can say m into x, right? So theta is equal to constant represents a line in z plane. Z plane, a line, a straight line in z plane. Yes or no? If theta is constant, then y is equal to mx you will get. Okay, for theta is equal to constant, and for r is equals to constant, you will have a circle like this. Okay, these two things you need to take care. Okay, with respect, now let's consider for the case 1 where we consider r as constant, because I told you in earlier case that we are substituting z is equal to r into e to power I theta, right? R into e to power I theta. So let's see when r is equals to constant, that is how a circle is been transformed. So r is equal to constant represents a circle in the z plane. This circle, what will be its image in the w plane under this transformation, we'll find out. Okay, so let's continue. See here, when r is constant, we have the equation u square divided by r plus 1 by r whole square plus v square divided by r minus 1 by r whole square is equal to 1. If r is constant, then these two expressions, They are constants, right? Say this is taking the value A, this is taking the value B. Okay, right? So if r is constant, then r plus 1 by r whole square, let it as be equal to A, and r minus 1 by r is equal to say B. Both are constants. So you can write this equation as u square divided by a square plus v square divided by b square is equal to 1. Okay, now these two are values are constant, and what this represents? This represents an ellipse. Yes or no? This is nothing but the ellipse in W plane. Yes or no? With the foci on root of a square minus b square. What are the foci? So a square is what? It is r square plus 1 by r square plus 2 minus r square minus 1 by r square plus 2. So all this gets cancelled. You get a root 4, which is plus or minus 2. Okay. So the focus is plus or minus 2 comma 0. With the focus plus or minus 2 0, you are having this ellipse. Okay. So the circle is been transformed to the ellipse with foci at plus or minus 2. So how do you find? Yes. Yes. The focus we have found. So we can draw that now. Let's draw. R is equal to constant. It gives you a circle with center as the origin and radius r units. This is the circle. X square plus y square is equal to r square in the z plane. Okay. X and y. Now similarly, the image of this in the W plane under this transformation, let me draw that. So since it is the ellipse, so with focus at minus 2 comma 0, and here it is 2 comma 0. So let's draw the ellipse. Yes or no? It represents like this, right? So this is the ellipse with focus at these 2 points. There are, yes, hence the circle is been transformed to the ellipse in the W plane under this transformation. W is equal to z plus 1 by z. Okay. So let's continue. For theta is equal to constant, let's see what happens there. Now continue with the case 2 when theta is equal to a constant. Yes, when theta is constant, I told you it represents a straight line. That is a straight line. Y is equal to m into x you get in the W in the z plane. Okay. So let's see the image. What will be the image of this line? Okay. So we have theta is constant. So where the equation for theta we have equation 3 representing for theta. So when theta is constant, so u square divided by, we have cos square theta minus v square divided by sin square theta is equal to 4 we are having, right? Yes. So if theta is constant, cos theta will be a constant value, say it as A, and sin theta will also be a constant, call it as B. So continue with the other case. When theta is constant, we have already discussed it will be a straight line in the z plane. Yes, y is equal to m into x. So if theta is equal to 0, I have already written here. If theta is constant, cos theta will also be constant and sin theta will also be constant. So we have an equation relating theta. We have no r in that equation, so let us consider that. You have u square by sin square theta minus v square by cos square, u square by cos square theta you had. U square by cos square theta minus v divided by sin square theta is equal to 4. Now the same equation I can write because a and b are constant. So cos theta and sin theta are constants. I am representing cos theta as a and sin theta as b. So the given equation will be u square by a square minus v square by b square is equal to 4. I'll get divide throughout by 4. You will get u square by 4a square minus v square by 4b square is equal to 1. Or I can further simplify and write it as 2a whole square. Now what this represents? This represents a hyperbola, right? This represents a hyperbola with the foci at plus or minus root of a square plus b square. I mean not plus a square plus b square. You are having, yeah, 2a whole square plus 2b whole square, okay, comma 0, with the foci at these points. So how do you find the hyperbola, I mean focus of the hyperbola? X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Yes, you find it as root of a square plus b square plus or minus comma 0. This is the foci of a hyperbola given to you, okay. Now since in place of x I have, in place of this a square I have got 2a whole square, so 2a whole square plus 2b whole square comma 0, you should just same apply that, okay. So the foci are, I'll simplify it. What's the value for 2a? We have got cos square theta, I mean a is cos theta, so it will be 4 cos square theta plus 4 sin square theta comma 0, or it will be plus or minus root 4, which is plus or minus 2 comma 0, right? Yes, so they are been, yes, so you can say that we have a z plane here and we have a line y is equal to m into x. Because theta is constant, you get a line. This line we have got just because theta is constant in the z plane, okay. So this line is mapped to a hyperbola with foci at these points. Say if I say it is minus 2 comma 0 is this one foci and this is plus 2 comma 0. So these are the two, 1 minute, these are the two cases that we had to discuss related to this transformation. So you need to remember two important points, that is eliminating theta and eliminating your r from the given expression, okay. And just consider r as constant and theta as constant and discuss what they are being transformed to. Theta as constant, you see that you get a line. If r is constant, you get a circle, okay. The circle is transformed to an ellipse, whereas theta, when it is constant, it is a line. It is been transformed to a hyperbola like this, okay. And one more interesting point, I'll continue it here only, because in my previous case we got a circle of the z plane. This was a circle, say this is r, this is a circle, x square plus y square is equal to r square in the z plane, that was mapped to an ellipse like this. Now the ellipse and hyperbola, they are having the same foci, yes or no, right? So you can be asked the question that show that the line and the circle, okay, of the z plane are mapped, are transformed to the confocal conics. Confocal conics. So because the ellipse and the hyperbola both have the same foci, is it not? Under this transformation, w is equal to z plus 1 by z, we got the image of the z of the circle as the ellipse with the foci minus 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 0. Similarly, for the line y is equal to mx, that is theta is equal to constant, represents a line y is equal to mx in the z plane, that was transformed to the hyperbola with the foci minus 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 0. So both the ellipse and hyperbola, they both had the same foci. So why they are called confocal conics. So they may ask you in the question paper, show that the line theta is equal to constant and r is equal to constant. Yes, under the transformation w is equal to z plus 1 by z is transformed to the confocal conics. So that time you are going to state it, draw it and show that since the foci are same for both the transformed curves, these are the confocal conics, okay. Continue in my next session. This completes the module 2. Now the next sessions will be on module 3, okay. So see you in my next session. Till then, thank you.